Hey guys, and welcome to episode 29 of Serganan's Feed the Beast, Season 1. Remember last time we went ahead and made this. This was going to be our power plant, but I decided for something a little bit grander. I decided for something like that. What do you guys think? A little bit more, a little bit grander. They're actually connected. So if anybody was wondering, how am I going to fit all this stuff? I put drawbridge doors, and they close behind you. After a couple seconds, you can hit the buttons to go out. Now, these are just covers, just to cover it up. They were part of Red Power 2. I don't think there's a crafting recipe right now. I just cheated 2 in. And that's just because I want it covered up. So now look at it. So now we have 3 stacks, right? And from the outside, it just looks really, really cool. And inside, we have lots of room. That is a lot of room to work with. So now we should be able to easily set up a boiler or 2 in here and start generating power. So one thing that I was saying last time, and keep in mind we can't always fly out the top. One thing that I was saying last time is I'm getting a lot of saplings, and I am. I'm getting a lot of saplings. Now it seemed like the forestry farm, when I was doing wood, gets more saplings than wood, and the Steve carts gets more wood than saplings. So I may end up going back to, getting a whole bunch of wood and maybe go back to get more saplings. Don't know. But right now I did cook up some wood into charcoal, so you can see I have a big reserve of charcoal, and obviously a huge reserve of wood. So let's go ahead and start doing something with the apples and the saplings. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want is we're going to want some apple juice, right? And if we look here, oh, I'm sorry, they changed it. It's fruit juice. There we go. So we're going to want some fruit juice. It used to be called apple juice. So to get that, we need a squeezer, where we can squeeze lemons, we can squeeze juice capsules, plums, papayas, dates, apples. We have a lot of those. So we can always work towards missing textures. We can always work towards some of these other ones. Grapefruits would be kind of cool. That's a lot of juice. Just like we worked for the seed oil. So let's get us a squeezer. Or 2. Or 3. Who knows? So to make a squeezer, we need a sturdy casing. And I'll just make 3 and 3 squeezers. We're going to need some liquiducts, obviously. And I have quite a few of those. Gonna need some redstone energy conduit, and we're also going to need some ME export. We're gonna need some, I'll say basic exports for right now. And we're also going to need some cabling and imports. And those are basic exports, imports. That should be fine. Okay, so if we come downstairs, we can go to the area that we already have set up right here. And I went ahead and set up a second squeezer for the seed oil. I know I said I wasn't going to mess with seed oil, but at this point, with 2 squeezers and the amount of walnuts and chestnuts that I'm getting, I do have a good amount of seed oil. And I'm still getting creosote. So not a big deal. Can never hurt. So now what we want to do is I want to set up in here, and I don't know if this is going to work the way that I want it to because I only have the 2 spots here. Let's dig out another little area here. We'll do... I have to separate them. 1, 2, 3. That should work. So we're going to want those here, here, no. Like that. Okay, and the reason that we need to separate them is because I need to have I need to get to multiple faces. I'm just going to use this here. See if we can get to our power cable. So we have power running in the back. There we go. All three have power. We can have the liquid come out the bottom. Oh. Yeah, that should still be fine. And I want to make sure that I don't... That's what I didn't want to do. I want to run it when there is liquid going in, because if there's no liquid, like right now, there we go. See, now they don't connect. Okay, so all of those connect, and we can get them set up a little bit in a minute. And we want imports. I didn't even grab the exports. Basic exports. So now we have the exports, and we're going to plop one here, here, and here. And the imports, we're going to do here, here, and here. Right, that's why I needed to have them spaced apart. And we'll go ahead and, this makes it really easy for connecting them up. And then I can very easily just connect right here. And there we go. So now they're all connected, I just need to configure them. And we're going to give myself apples. And what I'm going to say is, you need to export apples. And there we go. And it starts to get fruit juice. So we'll do the same thing here. And the same thing here. So now we're building fruit juice. And we're going to just clean this up here real quick. I'll go ahead and, clean it off the rest of the way off camera. Put facades on it. Make it look real nice. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then I still have room here if we ever want to expand our squeezers there. So now we're getting fruit juice, and what we want to do is it comes down right here. See, this is kind of one of those things that I really need to lower this one. So let's go ahead and do that. I want a can of seed oil. Yeah, see, I want to basically shut this off. Now that we're doing more fluids, I kind of need more faces of this this liquid router. Actually, you know what? I really don't need a liquid router at all on this end. As long as it has somewhere to go, I should be fine with just connecting. It's when the pipes get full, that's when it's going to create a problem. Okay, let me go ahead and wrench. Take those down, and then I'll just wrench this up. And there we go. And it should all flow down that way. So now, if we connect up, this is where it's going to cause the problem. Right? If we connect up here, let's connect right there. Okay, now I don't have it coming out of these squeezers just yet. I think I lost something. Okay, so right now it's still just building up in the squeezers because I don't have anywhere for it to go yet. So what I need is I need a bucket. And we can get a bucket of fruit juice. Oh, that's what happens with the imports. But the reason that I'm doing that is because I needed to pull out the pulp. Or the whatever, mulch. So now we can go down here and I can tell it the green side. The green side is fruit juice. And so now I just need to connect this up. And there we go. So now any fruit juice that comes down this way is automatically going to be sent green. So now I should be able to get a few levers and let the juice flow. Literally. Is that one not going to work? Oh, I don't have them wrenched to let it go out. And that one will go out, and then last one I need to light up is this one here. And that should do it. Doesn't look the best down here, but that's okay. This is just an access corridor. And now if we go upstairs, we should be able to check. And they're all empty. Awesome. That's going to bug me. Okay. Let's go ahead and just make this look nice here real quick. Shouldn't be hard. I already have lots of facades. And there. And this is the way that this is the reason that I lay it out the way that I do. It's because then all you see now is a bouncing torch. All you see now is the squeezers. That's it. It's really nice, really clean. I don't know why that torch is doing its thing there. But now we have fruit juice. So we're doing something with the apples. Okay, I was getting ready for what we need to use this with the saplings, and I noticed something. If I go into my network here, See how it keeps blinking out and in? Yeah, I gotta take care of that. That's the whole reason that I'm doing this power station. I'm running out of power is what it is. Is it my quarries? Whoa, 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 whoa. Do I not have steam? Okay, I have plenty of steam. This is producing electricity. These are coming out. Wow, my system must just be draining it. Let me shut this guy down. You're just gonna do 20 for right now. These are my quarries. This is how I control my quarries. Because I can very easily... I need to see if this power is gonna pump up. For now, I think what I'm gonna do is switch to the wrench here and... Whoop, not that. I always shift click. And I'll have this offset what it needs. That's the one for my quarries, like I said. So it's not a huge deal if this one looks like it's going fine. It's not a huge deal if my quarries stop. I can just give them power again and start it back up. So that'll give these a chance to get some power in them probably. Because I have that there, and then I have these two here that act as a secondary buffer. I mean, I'm making a lot of power, but I'm drawing a lot of power too. So back to what we were working on. So we did... Oh. Let me go down here and show you. So we went ahead and set up the squeezers, right? And they look pretty. I went and tucked this cable here. Ooh, that's not good. I went and tucked this cable here, make it look a little nicer, easier to get around. And I actually moved this over to a yellow tank. And so people are probably thinking, what's that yellow tank? It's a smaller one, is basically what it is. It's just a smaller tank. Because ultimately I want to have a backstock of fruit juice. Right, but I don't need a huge tank of it, because there's something else that I'm turning the fruit juice into. So I just need to have a supply to make sure I don't run out. So now let's find out what we're going to put in this tank. The first thing I'm going to need is a fermenter. Okay, so if we take the fermenter, looks pretty simple. A bronze sturdy casing, which is bronze, and then bronze gears. Easy enough. 1, 2, 3. Nope, 2. Okay. My system does know how to craft stone gears. I'll just tell it to craft a whole bunch. 4. Unfortunately, as it's crafting them, I'm using them. 6, 8. Because I want to try to get 2 fermenters to start with. So I wasn't sure if I have a second sturdy casing or not. Nope. Sometimes I make multiples of items and just throw them in my system. And the reason that I do that is because then later I have them. So now we have the fermenters, and we're going to need the buses. So we're going to need a export bus. And I don't think we need an import bus. I could be totally wrong, but I don't think I need an import bus, and I just need a basic export, I believe. Okay, so I'm down here where I was. I ran a wire just under this cable, or under the. I ran a cable under the floor, right? And so I'm gonna put down my fermenters. And the reason that I want to put them right here is because I already have power. And I already have my fruit juice. So why not put them right there? The only thing I need is my AE system, and it's right up here. I can just go straight down and end up just a few blocks away. So let's put the fermenters. Okay, here and here. And I'm actually going to move this. There and there. No! Oh. I made a whole bunch. I was like, there's no way. Okay. So now they have power, right? That's easy enough. So we need liquid, and yep, I can't use basics. That's what I was thinking. My system's getting too large. It's hard to find things without searching for them with the keyword. That's gonna touch right here. And I don't want it to touch. You know what? I already have pipe roaming over my head here. Why don't I connect this up here? It's always hard to look up and place these things. And I'll connect these up. See, I was shifting right there. I always do that. I always shift click. Oh, did that automatically connect? Sweet. And let me see if I break this one. Is it gonna suck it out of here? No, I think I just gotta break them. But see there. So now I can easily just plop these down. And there we go. It just kind of comes back down this way and goes into the wall. At least from this perspective. And now, and the reason that I'm doing it that way is because I want it to go in the tank, right? I don't want it to come straight to the machines, because then what's going to happen is if we have more than the machines can handle, then it's going to start backing up my squeezers, right? And then, then my squeezers are going to stop producing. Now, if we're making less than my squeezers can produce, then it's just going to go through the system. It's going to go into the tank, and come right down to the fermenters anyway. But if we're making more, then it'll store it in the tank. So that way, when the tank's completely full, my squeezers, they can just stop. I mean, at that point, I'm not going to need much more. I mean, that's 1,440 buckets. But it gives me the option to add more squeezers or more fermenters here if I find the need. Come on, work. Is it because of the angle? There we go. So now we have fruit juice and electricity. We just need our 2 items. So our buses should be done, or our processors should now be done. And I'm just going to do 2 for right now. Oh, I already grabbed precision. I just made processors for no reason. All of them look the same. If I could suggest anything, it would be the colors. I just change the colors for the precision or the fuzzy, just like one ring band. If I could tell anything to algorithm, and actually have him watch my videos. But let's see where that connects. I think I said that it would connect? We'd have to go somewhere over here, right? And it's because right now we're under our hallway. I'll show you what I mean. I'll pop up. As long as I don't come out through a tank. Yeah, see, right now we're right here. So I can drop the AE network straight down right here, right? Which would probably be right there. I should have just went in the door. Oh well. Yep, this is right where I wanted to be. I mean, minus going through my wall. Sweet. And we're right there. It's actually, maybe not a bad thing that I went up. I know there's ores next to me. A lot of times I do pick them up, but I want you guys to look at something. This is tin. This is copper. That's how much tin I have. Copper I can probably use. Where is my copper? Oh, there's my copper. So, it's one of those, when I'm digging around, I don't go for the ores, generally. So if it kills anybody's OCD, I'm sorry. Trust me, I have the same compulsions. Just at a certain point in the game, you gotta kind of say, do I need any more? Any more manually. If the system's doing it by itself, no harm with that. That's why I like setting up automation, is because it's kind of one of those set it and forget it. If you have everything automated that you're probably ever going to need, then you most likely will always have everything. It's like having your own little army of collectors. Let's make some more cable. Looks like a good number. Now, I have been asked to do a tutorial on applied energistics. So I will go ahead and do that. I actually just started the tutorial Tuesday, so it will come out next Tuesday, which is the 3rd. So I'll go ahead and do that and set that up for that. And we should have enough ME cable. We didn't need that much. Okay, and let's go ahead and connect this up. I'm going to just break in right back here because I need it to go this way anyway. I'd also, there is coming up a way to connect remote networks. I wish there was a way to do short-range wireless to wireless. Like, even if it cost as much as, say, a stack of cable. Say it cost a stack of cable, and it drew the same power draw. I'd be fine with that, just to not have to run, 80 cables. I mean, if I have to, I will, but, just like I said, wishful thinking. So now what we need is saplings, and I'm going to grab 1 apple oak, 1 oak, and I need that mulch. And as you can see from doing the apples, we're getting a lot of mulch. And I'm going to put mulch, stacks. There we go. Same thing here, mulch, stacks. And then the reason that I grabbed one of each type of sapling is because these are the ones that the tree cart's making, but I have a lot of these. And so let's do that and that. Right, so what that'll mean is this one's using apple oaks. It will continue to use apple oaks until they're gone. And that's going up quite a bit. Once they're gone, it'll find whatever other one it can find, which would be the oak saplings. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to put the apple oak in first, right? So that way it populates with apple oak. So now oak can't fit. Then I'll put the oak. Right, it's thinking in the future, because this will automatically change over by itself. Okay, so we have that. Let me get everything together. The next thing that we're going to want, now that we have the fermenters making the biomass, that's not what I want to put in the tanks. I want to put ethanol. This stuff right here. And to make ethanol, we need stills. Now, there's two ways to convert ethanol. There's this, let me go back to it. Let me just click on it here. There's two ways to make ethanol. You can use besides squeezing it out of something you already have, you can make it with biomass in the still. 1 bucket gets you 0.3 buckets. So you get about a third, right? About. I mean, if it was 0.33, then that'd be almost exactly a third. But so it's not too bad. I mean, you lose about a third. You can also use a refinery, right? You can put biomass in here, and you put in 4 millibuckets, which there's 1,000 millibuckets in a bucket. So this can hold 4 buckets. But it takes 4 millibuckets, and it makes 1 millibucket of ethanol. Now, there's benefits and drawbacks to this. The refinery, you only get 25%, right? And with the stills, you get 30%, right? So it's 5% between the two. The biggest difference is that a still has to have a bucket. It has to have a full bucket to make ethanol. And if you have really, really low biomass production or something like that, and then it might not, it's not a big deal, right? You just let it wait. But it will be slow, but it won't even start working until it has a full bucket. If we go to the refinery, it just needs 4 millibuckets, right? Basically a couple drops, and it'll start making ethanol. So the refinery is a lot faster, right? It'll also, it has 2 tanks for biomass, and it will pump out ethanol very quick. Now, like I said, the drawback is you lose 5% of the ethanol. Is it worth it? I don't know. Maybe we can, maybe in a test world I can set one up. Wow, I have really good frame rate when the world is flat. So, I'm here in my test world. You know what? I figured let's test it now. I wanted to show you guys what the benefits of having a test world anyway, right? Let's see. Nope. And you can see I'm in creative. So I play legit, right? But if I have questions about something, why can't you test it in a test world, And so this is how I'm going to do this. I'm going to set up a refinery and a still, and I'm going to put the same amount of liquiducts and 2 of the tanks, right? And then what I'm going to do now, just go ahead and pop that next to it. Pop this one here. Now, the way that this is set up, and I recommend this if you ever do a test run, get a redstone energy cell, right? Just a basic one that's full. Plop it down. Right click on it, set it to max because they start at 50, right? So you set it to 100, right? Because this is just a test run. And then shift right click. And you can pick it up with a wrench. So now I have one that's already preset, right? And once you have one, you can place as many as you want. It's already preset. So now I have that. Last thing I need. And let's see how it goes. Here. And oh. No, can I not? You know what? Let's stop this. It's not going to throw it off that much. Apparently, I have to put it in a tank. See? Test world. Unlimited resources. That's why I do this. That means I'm going to have to sit here and... You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to stand on top of the tanks. I have jets, right? You know I probably don't need this much. It's just funny. Because I was just thinking about it. I'm putting that much, and I'm going into one little tank. Okay, that's probably overkill. Let's call it overkill. Oh, but it's fun. And yeah, so it's turned on. Okay, so now... Oh, yeah, let me turn this back on. There we go, and they're off. Now, this is going to test two things, right? One, it's going to test who can fill up this tank faster, right? That's number one. Number two, both of these are at max, and both of them have the same amount of starting power. So as we can see, this is at 575. That's what I'll say right now. This one, 500, so it's quite a bit more. So the refinery definitely uses more power. Oh, I forgot to tell this to go out. This one too. No wonder it's not putting anything into the tank. So there we go. So now that's going. Let's see. Why are you not? Okay, so I think these hold like 8 buckets, so it has to drain 8 buckets. Like I was saying, this you have to have a full bucket. Watch, it'll take just a bucket at a time. So if you don't have a full bucket, if you just have like half of a bucket, if you have a squeezer going straight into here, it may not be producing. This, on the other hand, it'll slow down and it'll use, you know, millibuckets. That's why there's a constant stream here. Actually, there's a constant stream there too. I think it'll use the bucket slowly is the way that it works, but it needs a full bucket to start working. Okay, so I'll be back when we have a little bit of progress. We are going really late on this episode. I did check the footage, so at this point, if you want to see the results, you have to watch the next one. And with that, I will see you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Everyone counts. And feel free to leave any comments on any of the videos. I do try to read them all. And and if I can, respond. And with that, I will see you guys later.